Hey guys, Scarlett here, the creator of Wonder Curl. In this video, we're going to be talking about hygral fatigue. What is it? What can you do about it? I don't know, but make sure you subscribe for more helpful hair information. First, what is hygral fatigue? Simply, it's when your hair is over moisturized. Yes, too much moisture can be a bad thing. Imagine it's like what happens when you leave a gummy bear in water. How it swells the longer you leave it in the water, and then it becomes all mushy and gross. I know, it's an oversimplified analogy for our hair, which scientists are learning is a complex structure. There is still so much about our hair that we don't know. For example, we are still learning about our hair having hydrophobic and hydrophilic properties. Hydrophobic means repelling water, and hydrophilic is wetted by water. Our cuticle, or outermost layer of the hair, has microscopic scales. Think of it like the shingles on your roof. These surface scales are made up of lipids and proteins called keratin. One of those lipids is called 18-MEA. Researchers believe it is the presence of 18-MEA which gives our hair its hydrophobic character, and it's important for the protection of the surface of our hair. We know that using color on our hair, bleaching, chemicals, and extreme heat all degrade or damage our hair's surface, causing the cuticle to lift and get weathered. Hair generally has three different porosity levels. Low porosity, which is the most hydrophobic, medium porosity, which gets wet easily, and high porosity is when the cuticles have been damaged. Understanding your porosity is key to preventing hygral fatigue or over-moisturizing your hair. So for example, low porosity hair is more resistant to water and wouldn't get hygral fatigue as easily as someone with high porosity hair would. And when our hair gets wet, it begins to swell. It can absorb up to 30% of its own weight in water. The longer it stays wet, the more it continues to swell and re-enters that image of the gummy bear. Staying wet weakens our hair, and repeated swelling and slow drying of our hair leads to cracks in the cuticle. If you remember from my video on air drying, researchers noticed how air drying caused damage in the cell membrane complex, which is what bonds the layers, the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla of the hair. Alright, that's a lot of science in one video to explain over moisturizing. So what are the things you're doing that can be causing hygral fatigue? So first thing I think of is when you leave your conditioner in your hair for hours, or sleeping with your hair wet, and air drying, as you know, for me is a big no-no. We have this false belief that keeping conditioner in our hair or water means more moisture for our hair. And I used to believe that too. But this over-moisturizing leads to your hair being more dry, brittle, and getting split ends. All of the things you thought you were avoiding by using moisture. So how can you prevent hygral fatigue? So first, stop doing all of those habits I mentioned before and start using a hooded dryer or diffuser to dry your hair faster. You don't need to deep condition your hair every week. If your hair isn't damaged, then a rinse out conditioner is all you need. If you suspect that you have hygral fatigue, then using products with protein can help reduce the damage. Also, products with coconut oil, such as my Get Slick Hair Smoothie, will help to reduce the protein loss. You can also use coconut oil as a pre-poo treatment to avoid more swelling when your hair is wet. Coconut oil has been proven to reduce protein loss. So keep in mind that our hair is dead. So once it's damaged, all you can do is stop further damage to it. You can use products such as my Sealing Hair Butter to reduce moisture loss, but all of this is just a temporary fix. You'll want to update your hair care routine so that your hair isn't wet for a long time while trimming out the damaged parts. So there you have it. Were you over moisturizing your hair? let me know in the comments below and how you're going to be switching up your hair care routine. And don't forget to subscribe and like if you find this information helpful. So I'll see you guys next time.